each club in tonight's draft. For tonight's guest, we've got the pooch. Kellogg's the dog. Hi, hello, Kellogg. I'm excited to be part of Lachlan's one today. Well, he's been in the headlines a lot. Dusty, there's a lot of talk. Anyway, now we're back to the draft.
There's been plenty going on, James. I've been
trying
to keep track of what is happening. It's been a talk of the town, in fact, so I'm interested to see what is happening with Dusty Martin.
Well, we are all abuzz here at Fox Footy, and we do, in fact, have some breaking news on Dusty Martin's future.
Kellogg's, I'm trying to watch the draft here. I love you. I love you too, Kellogg's the dog. But I got a video to do.
On-air analyst.
Dusty Martin's joining the Fox Footy team.
Closer to the game than ever.
I'll get you something to play.
Fox, a couple of casual ones, mate, just to make it pretty easy.
Hello, Damon Coffee. I'm good. How are you?
Okay. If you'd like
My dog's something to play. My dog's something to play with, so that he doesn't bite me.
Season 2025. Who have you got winning the big one? Don't know.
So much work going on from Dusty Martin.
Might not be our next on-air analyst right now, but you could be. The KO call-up is a nationwide search for the next Fox Footy star. There is a paid on-air role and mentorship up for grabs.
Well, I'll need to sign up for that.
Saturday coverage.
I found the website.
Get on board.
It was it's the draft night tonight, and who's gonna be? Pick one is Richmond's.
How good is that? People can join us, Joey, as a host or a commentator. We're going to have a new colleague this year, so you
Think I might
jump online.
am I right to get my laptop out, mother? So I can actually apply for this. Anyways, I'll be back. Just getting my laptop out, viewers.
Oh, brilliant. I love it. Well, we're going to take a quick break here on Fox Footy as we count down to the very first pick in the 2024 draft. There's some really handy cricketers amongst the draft pool, and I'm sure they'll be watching on Friday on Fox Cricket when the first test gets underway.
But this other job from India. Other job I'm about to apply for. Well, at least I'm not leaving Zach and Sam for this job, mother. This will be a second job, mother. So I can have some extra money. That's an extra.
Welcome to Dubai.
And Kellogg's is just a bit too excited even to be on this YouTube video. And I'm just playing a bit of tug of war with the dog. And I'm currently losing. And I've lost the tug of war.
Need a new fridge or washing machine? Appliances Online has a huge range with free delivery. The Finder Awards recognise Australia's best, and Appliances Online has one for their legendary service. For your next appliance, shop at their website.
Hey, Kel.
Kellogg's, come on, mate.
Kellogg's away from the freaking laptop, please.
It's the Mitsubishi Good to Go plate clearance. Go adventuring with a $2,500 fuel card on Pajero Sport and Trident. All backed by Mitsubishi Team 10. Offer ends December 31. Better get going.
This Christmas.
Christmas, give the perfect gift from Snapfish, like a stunning photo book from only $9.95 or a wall calendar for just $7.95. A range of gifts that will make this Christmas one to remember. Order now at snapfish.com.au.
These are Williams seat covers and floor mats protect against sun damage, frappuccino damage, and that gossamer you dropped on Tuesday. Also, you really should stop eating in your car. Now 20% off in our super early Black Friday sale. Make it super. Super cheap auto.
Hungry for more? Crush your hunger with Domino's new snacks menu. There's more Moorish choices, more tempting treats. Forget more of the same, get more of the different. At Domino's.
A new city-sized SUV with character at every angle. Discover the new Volkswagen T-Cross. Volkswagen. Let's go for a drive.
Come on,
Making things has always been part of us. Now it's time to build the future
Come on, that's
made in
enough.
Australia. We'll
That's
create
enough.
a stronger economy by
That is
making more
enough.
things in our big backyard. We're investing in you
Please?
to learn new skills
Oh, come
and
on.
in manufacturing and
Come on.
technology to create well-paid jobs.
You've got to
We'll
stop
make
right.
more of Australia's
Right now.
natural
Don't
advantage.
correct my furniture
Turning
now.
critical minerals into cleaner energy and batteries.
Come on.
And create a more secure future for everyone. That's
Stop
a
nipping
future
at me, you little
made in
bastard.
Australia.
Seriously, dog.
Authorised by the Australian government.
Sorry,
Canberra.
lovely.
It's all good.
You're not on YouTube still, are you, at the minute?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
ANZ Plus has extra layers of security, like selfie ID, to make sure it's really you. Fraud protection. Now it's personal.
Go Ultra with Foxtel 4K Ultra HD. Here, everything is Ultra, including Formula One, plus every test match live in 4K Ultra HD. Go Ultra with Foxtel.
This demon got a hold of me. It's something I can't even remember now.
We tried to get into his mind. It's like putting a puzzle together in the dark.
Another advert.
For a detective, this is frightening for us. We have to get him off the street. And the only way to do this is to try to think the way he was thinking. What is noise that I can never stop?
Before They Kill Again. Starts Monday, 9:30 on ID.
The West Side Ripper is back.
You're not investigating the West Side Ripper case, are you?
No. People will die. The killer has struck again.
New season, based on a true story. Friday, November 22 on Showcase.
Now we're back to the draft.
Two great football people who sadly we have recently lost and who will leave a big hole tonight. Actually, you were drafted by John Beveridge.
Yeah, the legendary John Beveridge drafted most of my teammates and most of the St Kilda players through the modern era. He was a wonderful man and been a sad couple of weeks for the St Kilda Football Club, and they are known their best first-year players. St Kilda in honour of John Beveridge. So that's really nice.
And of course, Chris Toshak died of cancer just last month, the Richmond recruiting manager. He spent 20 years in the game when he at Collingwood first, St Kilda and at Richmond, and people were just inspired by him as he continued to work and battle an aggressive cancer. And as a tribute tonight, you'll see his son, Harry. He'll be entering the numbers in that Chris might have entered on their draftees, and they'll wear the CT initials of Chris on their shirts, the Richmond staff, tonight as a tribute.
Oh, that's really beautiful. Good luck to Harry with your very important job tonight. Well, a man with a very important job is the AFL CEO. Let's head now to Andrew Dillon to begin the 2024 AFL draft.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Telstra AFL Draft. Tonight's an exciting time for the AFL competition, and it's an even more exciting time for the players who are joining us here at Marvel Stadium, or for those watching the broadcast at home. Everyone patiently waiting, all hoping to hear their name called, all wanting to realise their dreams of becoming an AFL footballer. We received more than 1,000 draft nominations from players from every state and territory across the country, our largest number of nominations ever, a clear indicator that our game is strong and our pathways continue to deliver the best Australian sporting talent. To those of you selected, your new clubs will provide you with the tools and teachings to be successful. However, it will be up to each and every one of you to determine how you use that opportunity to write your own future. And as we are here tonight with a group of young men eagerly waiting to begin their football journeys, I would like to take a moment to recognise two men we have recently lost who have helped to shape the footballing lives of hundreds of young players. John Beveridge devoted a lifetime of searching for the next great talented player for our game and then pushing them to achieve all that they could. While Chris Toche was widely respected by everyone in the football community, and he played a pivotal role in identifying and recruiting talent over the past 15 years, and he has helped lay the foundations for the Tigers' multitude of selections tonight. On behalf of everyone at the AFL, we send our condolences to both John and Chris's families and all their colleagues across the football industry.
Have got your advent calendars?
Tonight,
Yeah.
we once again present the Alan Aylett Medal to the #1 draft pick.
Yeah.
Alan was a giant of our game. He was an innovator who continued to energetically drive change in
All
footy.
good.
He was a wonderful person whose passion for football and family knew no bounds. I'd like to personally welcome the Aylett family who are here tonight, in particular Alan's son Rick, who will present the Alan Aylett Medal tonight to the #1 draft pick. Welcome to the Ayletts. The player tonight who will be presented with the Aylett Medal is about to have his name called and his life will change forever. That time has come. The 2024 Telstra AFL Draft starts now and Richmond have the #1 pick.
So a huge moment for the Richmond Football Club, the coveted #1 pick, and Joey coming off the back of some incredible success that the club has enjoyed, some lean years now. This is such a key plank in their rebuild.
Absolutely, it is. It's the beacon of hope. This is where it starts again for them to climb back up the top and chase premiership success again. It wasn't too long ago, but it's going to take some time. But I mean, they've got a number of options, haven't they? Shifter.
Richmond have got the #1 pick.
Well, Harley Reid was the clear #1 from a long way out. There has been 5 or 6 different options throughout the season that it could have been at #1. And you just wonder how long ago it was where the Tigers settled on who they will go with it at the first pick.
It could have been in the last number of days. I would think it would have taken that long. In the finish, I thought there was 7 you had talk about. All a wee bit different. 2 taller, that was Langford and Smiley, of course. Then you've got the great performers like Ashcroft. They would have had a debate about that. Jagger Smith has been so consistent with his form. That'd be right in the mix. Finn O'Sullivan, Sam Lawler, of course. So they're all boys that would push their case with Sid Draper. So a very difficult choice, and they'll have a priority in what they're after, no doubt. There'll be some slant on some of the weapons of the player that they choose that were the things that they thought were most important.
Shifter, what have they told that player yet? Do they know?
Well, I think maybe in the last 24 hours they would have given him a heads up that
They
could be the one.
They finished last in 2024.
The position of most clubs in recent years.
Keep it quiet. These things don't tend to stay a secret for long, do they, Joe?
No, they don't, but it is a nice moment.
I don't even remember what the website called now about to look at the sign up for the for commentary role for Fox Footy.
I believe the pick #1.
That like KO'd the call up or something?
Waiting for the moment, and then it'll get rolling from there. And as we said, the picks will start to fall pretty quickly.
So much speculation, so much mystery, Mick, leading into this as we see Harry there on the keypad. And they've given him a round of applause and a high five. He's done the job. Well done, Harry. That's gorgeous. Good work. The pick is in, so we'll just wait for Andrew Dillon to reveal it. And a wave to the camera. Well
The pick is in.
A really proud moment for the family there, and a big moment for the Richmond Football Club as they look to rebuild and launch into their next success.
Yeah, you touched on it there. It's remarkable, isn't it? I think Blair Hartley's done an exceptional job of, keeping his cards close to his chest as well and creating the intrigue around this year's draft.
You see Ry Geesh and Francis Jackson, as well as Blair Hartley, of course, who have spent hours and hours pondering what they would do with this particular pick and how they might spread it across the other picks. And we'll just have to wait and see which way they've gone. It's Ry Geeshan there, son of Jeff Geeshan, well known as a an AFL coach at Richmond too, and of course head of umpiring.
And it's not just the talent. The club's put a lot of work into meeting the players and the psychology of it to make sure that the player who does go pick one can handle being pick one. There is always that extra pressure and expectation that comes along with being the number one pick. So they would have put some thought into that, and they would know that the player not only has the talent and probably the match-winning ability, but also has the capacity to handle the pressure that's going to come with it.
Yeah, they're having to pick someone that's mature and has quite a level head and is able to handle everything, because there is an added level of scrutiny that comes with the number one pick. They will be the person on the front and back pages of the paper tomorrow.
Well, they've had a great history too, haven't they, of developing young players, and particularly in recent times.
With pick 1, Richmond have selected Sam Lawler from the GWV Rebels and the Bacchus Marsh Football and Netball Club.
Richmond have selected Sam Lalor at pick 1 from the GWV Rebels / Bacchus Marsh Football Club, north of Dornoch Road.
To present the Alan Aylett Medal awarded to the number 1 draft pick, please welcome, representing the Aylett family, Rick Aylett. And to present the jumper, please welcome Trent Cotchin.
What a moment for Sam Lawler, receiving the famous yellow and black jumper there from Trent Cotchin, the former Tigers superstar skipper. And an incredible, life-changing moment for this young player who plays like who other than Dustin Martin.
He does. He's a competitive beast, this boy. He is so powerful through the midfield. He extracts the ball very, very well from stoppage and drives it forward. He's also so exciting in the air. He can stand on their shoulders. He can dominate games, really influence the outcome of games, and you can see his point of difference. Some of his work this year was really eye-catching. There's that grab he takes. It reminded me of Cam Rayner, another number 1 choice with that grab. So whether it's midfield or forward, he's got some special attributes.
He's got awesome power.
Traders here.
Look at his thickness through his hips and, his ability to fend players and some precision by foot. I think he's got a lot of AFL traits in the way he scans naturally, picks out the best option, and what to like, Joey.
You mentioned a big body mid. He made Trent Cotchin quite small standing next to him, didn't he? We're going to head to Ben Dixon now, who has Sam alongside him.
Thank you, Sarah. Sammy, what a moment. It's a nervous wait. Number 1 pick, you got it all day. But when did Richmond let you know that they were going to take you as number 1?
They came over to my house on Monday night, so I found out then and just told some close family and friends. But a lot of people here I didn't tell, so it was a bit of a surprise for them, which is nice.
How does it feel to be selected by 10-year-old Harry?
I hope he knows what he's doing. He's backed me in, so no, that was awesome. Really enjoyed it.
And you haven't done a pre-season before because of cricket. You class yourself as a Dave Warner, 110-metre 6 you hit. Is there a bit of sugar on that, or was it all the way?
I think it was even further, maybe. Nah, I'm joking. Love my cricket. Gave it up to play footy, so I still love it and love the game. But yeah, I think I made the right choice here.
Said, were you nervous? The family, they're all in tears around here like this. Who was the most nervous at the table tonight coming into it?
Suppose I did become the Fox Foot. I'm a commentator on 7 or Fox Footy, mother.
Yeah.
I might have to. I think I might have to. Maybe have to be one of the first commentators to sound very excited when Adelaide get a goal. Because there's not many of them are excited when the Crows get a goal. Sadly.
Obviously a lot of pressure, but I think with Richmond this year they got a lot of picks, so not always what to be on me, which is what I'm looking for.
They got number 5.
I think just getting into a really good club like Richmond is going to be so good and I can't wait.
There's no pressure, but you do model your game on Dusty and you love it, don't argue. I think there's about 2,500 he did in his career, so you got something to chase?
I got plenty to chase, but I'll try and get in there early.
Congratulations, Sammy, well done.
Much appreciate it. Cheers.
What a wonderfully well-spoken young man. Obviously, he's got the maturity to handle this number 1 draft pick tag. And you love when you hear I play cricket like David Warner, I play football like Dusty and Degoe, brash youngsters.
Yeah, he won't be phased. It'll be interesting to see whether Richmond do give him pick number 4.
It was Brisbane and GWS doing a
12,
deal.
24 months and then give it to him. But what I like, he's got so much upside. I mean,
As the Giants will now get pick 34.
Injuries and hasn't really done a pre-season.
Yeah,
So once he gets
Lions will get, well, 3
he
picks.
could be anything, this kid.
And they get some picks from the Western Bulldogs.
He wasn't just a cricketer. He played for the state of Victoria at under 17 level in national championships. An opening bat that could have been the next Warner. He could have been that, but decided to choose footy. So we're glad he has, because he's got something that will excite the Tiger fans with the way he plays the game.
He looks relieved there. The pressure and the scrutiny on these guys is real, isn't it, Mick?
It certainly is, but geez, he handles it with aplomb.
With pick 2, North Melbourne select Finn O'Sullivan from the Oakland Chargers in the Karori Football Netball Cup.
Finn O'Sullivan goes number 2 to the Kangaroos.
And to present the jumper, please welcome Keith Grigg.
And I thought they would at least say Wayne Carey to present the jumper for them. Yeah, and he was a legend in North Melbourne in the 90s. Played 244 games for the club and kicked nearly 700 goals.
I say that because he's got the ability to just purr along and then lift the work rate. He can accelerate very, very quickly and get through the heavy traffic with the way he runs and cruises around the ground. He's got every trick in the book. He can stand on his shoulders, kicks it magnificently. He was the dominant player. He's 16th year. He's 70th year. He made All-Australian under-18s as a bottom ager, and then had injuries this year. Broken thumb, broken finger. Just put them off track a little bit as to whether he'd go number 1 or not. But he's a special player and a great mate of Sam Lawler.
Yeah, he's the most athletically pleasing player to watch when you just see the way that he glides around the football field and the way he moves. As you said, he does everything really well, doesn't he, Mick? And on North Melbourne, they're just going to stock up another gun midfielder.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a forward of centre type. That's what I love when you watch Finn O'Sullivan play. That's where he does his damage, and that's where he's going to really put some heat on opposition sides. He's got the ability to create space.
Finn O'Sullivan, he plays like Chad Warner.
Yeah.
Sam Lalaurie plays like Jason Horne-Francis.
Into dangerous positions. He's another exceptional midfield talent with a bright future.
Very laid back person.
Please, Carlton. Please don't take Sam Draper. I mean, Sid Draper. I hope that needs an SA lad. Hopefully Adelaide can take. He's an SA lad. Come on, Carlton. Just take another Vic. Just take Jagger Smith, Carlton.
Let's meet Finn O'Sullivan. He's alongside Dicko.
Thank you, Sarah Finn. I asked Sam, did Richmond tell
Well,
us...
Carlton got 2.5 minutes left. They're still tossing up between Jagger Smith and the said Draper from South Adelaide.
Just staying with my family, and it starstruck me, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, you had a bit of a taste of it this year with Richmond in the VFL. How did you find that level?
Yeah, loved it. Yeah, it was good to have a crack at senior level again. I don't think I played against men for a while, so yeah, it's good to get a bit of taste in that. Yeah.
And second cousin's pretty handy player, Sam Walsh. How much advice did he give you through the year on your game itself?
Yeah, no, he's been awesome the past couple of years through my development through the coach league. Yeah, he's been awesome. He gave me just a few tips and pointers.
There's plenty of upside for North, but as a supporter growing up, who was it?
I was Hawks man, and yeah, I've still got a soft spot for him, but yeah, Kangas it is.
Jiu-Jitsu for this pick number 3. Jiu-Jitsu for this pick number 3.
With pick 3, Carlton select Jagger Smith from the Oakland Chargers and the Richmond Junior Football Club.
Yo!
No, you're right there, aren't you?
Thank you for not taking Sid Draper, Carlton. Hopefully Jagger Smith will do well for Carlton. Hopefully Finn O'Sullivan goes well at North, and I hope Sam Lalore goes well at Richmond.
Yeah.
To present the jumper for Carlton, please welcome Lance Whitnell.
I thought I would have got Anthony Koutafidis in to present the jumper.
We've got the best ball winner in the draft headed to the Blues.
He's a ball magnet. He played 21 games this year, average.
I think Koutafidis made more of an impact to Carlton than what Whitnell did. I thought they did the presenting the jumper.
Against the VFL opponents. Stepped straight in at Richmond and had 3 games and dropped the ball straight away. So he's...
Hopefully Andrew McLeod can present the Crows jumper, mother.
Zach Butters for mine. He's a wiry kid that gets through the traffic so easily. He's great feel for the game. He's got great vision, sets the play up with his creative hands, and wonderful young leader as well. All these boys are, and he's a real jet, and they've got an absolute beauty, Carlton here.
Yeah, captain of the All-Australian team, and you spoke before about Finn O'Sullivan, Chitra, being a Rolls Royce. We've got one in the garage.
He plays like Caleb Sarong.
17 clearances, and then he just backed it up the next week with a lazy 40 disposals and 9 clearances. So he is an absolute, next week with a lazy 40 disposals and 9 clearances. So he is an absolute ball magnet, but he
Jagger
uses
Smith, he plays like Caleb Sarong.
They're not the full length of AFL games, so give him a little bit more time. He'll be up in the 60s.
So to do that, you need footy smarts and a good work ethic. Let's head now to Ben Dixon.
Thank you, Sarah Jagger. I just want to touch on, look behind you. Have a look at him going berserk. He looks like he got double the amount of tickets than anyone else.
Yeah, no, I think the AFL looked after me a little bit, but yeah, no, so good to have everyone here and supporting me. Yeah, it means everything to me.
Yeah, and your dad, Michael, Collingwood, 1988, he set the bar pretty high. Didn't play any games, so you play one, you beat him.
Yeah, no, I've got to go in there and get the respect first before I think about getting a game, but yeah, Dad's been huge for me, massive influence in my
Jagger Smith's dad, Michael Smith, played once for Collingwood in 1988.
Richmond,
Hopefully Jagger will have a better career than what his father had.
Must have been a great experience to taste that.
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, first time playing against senior bodies, so yeah, I loved that step up and play alongside Finn. One of my good mates as well was a great experience with the Richmond boys.
It's only fitting that you go to Carlton, and who do you vote for?
Go for the Pies, but I'm off them now.
You're off them now, throw the membership away. I always ask this question, the build-up. You know you're going to go early because they talk to you, but how nervous do you get before it's called out?
I don't think you know
Yeah, extremely nervous. I
Sorry.
think, I had a good idea that I might be around this range. But
Hang on, I think the camera wasn't even on me, mother.
So, yeah, just very grateful for everyone that's been there for me in my journey. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Just tell Dad I was only joking.
Yeah, go, you. Thanks. Thanks, Dad. Thank you.
The Collingwood and Carlton rivalry continues to live on. Congratulations to Jagger Smith there as we turn our attention to the Adelaide Crows, who are on the clock now at pick number 4. Now, Joey, you spoke about this before. This is a pivot point tonight. This is one that will really shape the rest of the top 10.
Yeah, I think Adelaide Crows have liked Harvey Langford, and it'd be easy to see why with his attributes, but it's hard to overlook the local young talent. I mean, you get the stay-at-home factor, everything that comes along with that, and to be fair, Sid Draper is an absolute star in his own right and might be a point of difference to that Adelaide Crows midfield. So I know they've had...
Come on up.
Interesting to see which way they go.
Come on, Adelaide, get the pick in.
They're going to get a gun.
And Joey's still no bid on Levi Ashcroft either. So, maybe this is the Adelaide Crows' opportunity to make Brisbane pay. Time will tell, but you're spot on. I think the go-home factor, whether we like it or not, is still an issue in AFL.
The pick is in.
For the Adelaide Crows to go past the local talent.
I hope it's not. Hopefully, it's not another Victorian Harvey Langford.
So you figure whoever they pick.
Please let it be an SA lad. Please let it be an SA lad. Please let it be an SA lad.
Quite the speed out of contest and stoppage as Sid Draper does, and there's been a bit of talk about Adelaide King, the vanilla midfield. Well, all of a sudden, if it's Rankin and they can get Saligo in there, we know they've got, and they can get Sid Draper or someone along those lines, along with George Dawson. All of a sudden, it starts to look really nice, and they can continue to build.
There was some discussion around Carlton being interested in Sid Draper as well. So the Adelaide Crows.
Yeah, how good is the new logo? Look at Adelaide.
Blues announced their pick, but
Looks like the old logo just about.
I think they'll be delighted.
The old logo screamed finals footy a lot for the Crows.
Reading room there, Shifter, as we head back tonight.
They barely missed the finals of that old logo.
That's right.
With pick 4, Adelaide select Sid Draper from South.
Yes!
Beautiful.
At least we get a homegrown mid. He gets to join Jaden Bevel in the high row midfield for the Crows. I reckon that's going to be a good job, I reckon, mother. Melbourne have got the next pick.
To present the jump.
A speedy and explosive game.
Jaden mentioned me in the comment about me becoming a Fox Footy commentator, mother.
Most importantly, Shifty is ready to go. Round one is on the card.
He reckons I'll do very good commentating on Fox Footy. It is.
When we debated him, we talk about
The favour he'll ask me to do some get very excited when Adelaide get a goal.
adversity. He had very bad shin splints and then he missed half a season.
How good does Sid Draper look in a Crows jumper, Crows fans?
Best players in Australia and win all Australian honours before he then had that burst of 6 or 8.
This is comparison going to be. We'll wait and see.
Let's have a look at the vision.
Consistency. I reckon he'll improve on his damage.
Point of difference.
Consistency, speed, and bottom age form have been very good. His brother Arlo was on the Collingwood list for a couple of years. He was D-list. He plays like Adam Treloar from the Bulldogs. And he's a pretty good player, and he's just got back to his best at age 31 last year.
Yeah, I love his core strength too. Just we've seen the vision there, his ability to just bounce off opposition players, maintain that strength through the core.
Melbourne's pick is
What a
in.
lot of young players don't do is work defensively. Sid Draper has got this uncanny knack of just already being at that level where he's got a really nice balance of being on the front foot, attacking, hurting opposition teams, but also working hard defensively, which will hold him in really...
And Melbourne back a bid for Levi Ashcroft.
early in 2025.
His dad played 318 games for Brisbane between 1989 and 2003. Won 3 premierships for the club.
Support, that must be pretty special.
His brother Will won a
So
premiership
special.
for Brisbane this
We've been
year.
Barracking for the Crows for as long as I can remember, so to be called out by them is such a special moment for me and the family.
Big year in Sanford. You played with your brother Arlo, so it must be a good experience to play against the men.
Yeah, it was awesome to play against
Sid
them,
Draper,
especially
he was a
with
Crow
Arlo sitting
supporter
over there.
growing up.
Never got the opportunity in the juniors, but to finally play with him, so special. Yeah.
Tough year
And
for
now
you.
he gets his chance to play for the Crows.
Out for 12 weeks. You must have hit some low points in that year.
Might have to let Dad know, Mother, the Crows are dropping an SA lad.
No one wants to hear they've got
Or maybe I can do it when I'm on my break.
to be able to get back and play football for my state and, you know, captain it and then play Sandford. Yeah, I was just lucky to get back and play football.
Always ask the family.
Only Melbourne to put in a...
Thought, and I'm sure Brisbane are going to match it, and I'll be pretty happy that it came at pick 5. We saw them do
Finally,
some
the big
swaps
came in.
earlier in the draft to just make sure they have enough points.
Finally, a bid's come in for Levi
in this
Ashcroft.
first round, or even having a pick at the back end of the draft. So, yeah, that's where
Down the
Melbourne just
website,
decided to
Mother.
fall, and Sid Draper's learned his first lesson. Don't tell him Big Dixon anything.
Down the Fox Footy commentary sign-up website.
Those selections too that the Brisbane Lions would have to give up multiple picks in the 40s, which
The Channel 7 don't pick me up. I reckon Fox Footy could be likely picking me up just after my AFL retirement from playing.
tonight, because their next pick will come at pick 68, and I'm sure there'll be another bid come on Sam Marshall. They'd probably like to pick another player.
Brisbane
at some
Gay
stage.
68, 94 and 97.
They'd probably like to pick another player.
Brisbane
at
Gay
some
68,
stage.
94 and 97, but lose
The
picks
next
in the
24,
40s.
48 hours as well.
The pick is in.
So we just wait for the
For
Brisbane
Brisbane.
Lions to officially confirm that Levi Ashcroft will join them.
Back on the stage is Andrew Dillon.
With pick 5, the Brisbane Lions have selected Levi Ashcroft from Sandringham Dragons and St Kilda City Junior Football Club.
To present the jumper for Brisbane, please welcome Chris Johnson.
So Levi
I thought Levi Ashcroft's brother Will and his dad Marcus were present the jumper. They both are Brisbane
for the
legends.
Sandringham Dragons and a dominant junior for a really long time.
Well, this is revealed. The Brisbane Lions will now have the gold logo on their jersey for next year.
in his 17th year as a
Because they were premiers last year.
as well as winning the 3 premierships. So he's a real pro too. The way he prepares and recovers is at the elite level. That's why he's so consistent. Rarely plays a poor game.
Could the Lions go back to back next year?
It's quite amazing. Not 18 until December, late in December.
I reckon Levi Ashcroft will replace Lachie Neal in the midfield eventually. Because I think Lachie Neal's getting close to retiring.
That's what the game's all about, isn't it?
Next year might be his last year.
Some of these situations.
Yeah, it is the end of an era, just about the end of an era for all these elite midfielders of the 2010s.
A famous name at the Brisbane Lions, Ben Dixon. I imagine Levi is absolutely.
As the 2020 crop of midfield stars are taking over.
Brisbane so well, you know the club so well. You spent a lot of time there. And you got
Pretty much the end of the era for my youth,
nice to
mother.
just make it official. How do you feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Obviously knowing that a while that I'll be going to Brisbane, so it's really special to finally be able to fit.
So, as you said, Shifter, he's good enough to walk into a team in round 1. The problem is they're the reigning premiers.
With pick 6, Melbourne select Harvey Langford from the Dandenong Stingrays and the Mount Arthur Junior Football Club.
Melbourne have got Harvey Langford from Sandringham Dragons. Good thing the Crows didn't take him, otherwise he'd probably want to go home in a few years. Good thing we got a South Adelaide lad.
To present the jumper for Melbourne, please welcome Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones will present the jumper for Melbourne. He's only the third player in their history to play 300 games. After David Neates. It was his teammate from back in Jones's early years.
Mount Arthur Junior Fleet Club, so that's Jacob Wiedering, Lockie Whitfield, to mention a couple. It's just incredible stock coming out of that part of Victoria. It's funny, Shift, I like him a little bit to Jack Crisp. I love his ability to face
Harvey
a lot of players.
Harvey Langford, well, he's a bit inconsistent with the ball use.
He immediately wants to face forward.
But he's good with his damage vision and spread.
Ability, Joey, to get the ball.
Plays like Jordan De Goey from Collingwood.
He really gets the ball to his target in a hurry. He's a joint mark medalist. He's an all-round athlete, and I think he's a fantastic selection for the Melbourne Footy Club.
He's a beautiful player. Can play inside, outside. We know he can play midfield, but he's also got some really good forward craft. So it's a great selection at Melbourne. They can probably ease him in, starting him as a half forward, and eventually work his way through the midfield.
Ben Dixon, introduce us to Harvey Langford, the newest demon.
Harvey, Richmond supporter, that's done and dusted. Now you're a demon. It's pretty exciting, but it's been a long journey for you. You got overlooked in the under-16s. Did that light a fire for the next couple of years?
Yeah, I think it definitely did. I thought I was pretty stiff to not make that under-16s team, but yeah, since then I've worked so hard and I just can't believe it now.
You just got to keep those selectors that didn't select you under-16. You got to keep the memory and write them on a list. Lark medal, like the best player in the championships. That must be a great reward for the year you had.
Yeah, to be awarded that medal after the Vic Metro Vic Country game was so amazing, and to look at the past players that have won that was just so special, and yeah, so grateful.
Who do you want to get going on, Bontempelli or Tom Green?
Yeah, more Bontempelli, I think. So a bit of both.
You played a bit of VFL this year. I've asked a lot of the boys. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, to wear the Tigers colours are pretty cool, but I've got these colours now, so it's all good. But it was an amazing week, training with them, and I loved it so much.
You're going to love it at Melbourne, Harvey. Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Congratulations to Harvey Langford, headed to the Demons. So we've got Richmond back on the clock at pick number 7. It is their
Tigers are on the clock again.
draft after selecting Sam Lawler with pick number 1. Joey, do they go for another midfielder? Is it just next best available talent at this early stage?
I think at this stage they take the next best available. And we know that the top end does have the midfielders. There's still some good mids available. I think that's the way they will go. They should go. And we'll find out in about 5 seconds.
With pick 7, Richmond select Josh Smiley from the Eastern Rangers.
Josh Smiley becomes a Tiger.
Junior Football Club.
To present the jumper for Richmond, please welcome Jack Rewalt.
I'm halfway through signing up to becoming a Fox Footy commentator, Bubba.
Big-bodied kid, he models his game on Patrick Cripps, and I understand that there. And
Just
that
in
is
case.
the group in TGI Sports. So Patrick's actually been acting as a mentor for him, which is fabulous. To have such
The question is, mother, if I have to travel that time during being a Fox Footy commentator, if that happens, if I have to commentate games in Melbourne, mother, or anywhere, who knows, it may need exactly Sam on my entourage, mother. But if that would happen, what's going to happen to their coaching standard up for someone? They stay on, or will they have to hand the reins to someone else? Wait and see what happens by then, mother. Wait and see if they still want to coach Appleton or hand it over to Alex DeLuca's brother. Or Manny Greenwood.
His ability to stand up in the tackle, he's got genuine strength, he's got range from outside 50.
Josh Smiley, great with his stoppage game, ball winner, scoreboard impact, but we're not too sure about his ball use yet. And he plays like Marcus Bontempelli.
They were playing the Eastern Rangers. He was there. He was so far best on the ground. 32 hit for you. That's what a league player looks like. It was brilliant.
Millie.
Won their best and fairest as well.
Tell you what, they're building a powerful midfield. They've still got Taranto, Hopper. Now they're going to have Lawler, Smiley for 15 years. So it's pretty intimidating in there.
And it's extraordinary just how tall these midfielders are. As you said, he had Jack covered. All right, let's head to Ben Dixon.
Certainly is tall, Sarah. You said that. You're eyeball to eyeball with Jack Rewalt, and he's handed you the jumper. That must have been pretty special.
Yeah, no, it was very special.
Jack Rewalt would hand Josh Smiley the jumper.
From Jack.
Trent Cotchin did that for Sam Law.
Very grateful. And you spent a bit of time with the reigning Brownlow medalist, Paddy Cripps. What sort of advice has he given you?
I'm with the dog.
With pick 8, St Kilda select Toby Travalia from the Bendigo Pioneers and the Sandhurst Football Netball Club.
The Saints pick Toby Travalia. He's a general defender.
Country Vic Metro. This is the way he plays. The other
Oh,
part of the
Nigel.
in Country Vic Metro. This is the way he plays. The other part
Oh,
of the
Nigel. Go Lombard.
Originally positioned at pick 40, but that's what I found remarkable.
Yes.
Staggering by Essendon to trade out pick 9.
I'll go shut the big door as well.
I just think it's an absolute blunder by Essendon, and they're going to have their work cut out for them in this draft.
Sorry, I'll go out, everyone. Just been helping out this house because the dog came in doing dirty.
If it was me, I would have sat there if a club challenged me and said, you go for it. You want to bid on him before 9, go for your life, be prepared to take him. We'll just take the next best and call the other club's bluff. But I think Essendon have had one pulled over him and just given up an elite talent at pick 9 in what we've spoken about as being a super draft.
This could be a headline story, Joe, the fallout from that.
Well, that was always the concern for Essendon. They had to work their way through it and think about it. The worst thing that could have happened was that, pick 9 does get swallowed up. If a bid came earlier, the counter to that is they'll say they've got something for pick 9 for the future, for next year's draft, which they might be able to use to come back in. But, yeah, I mean, it was always a tough situation for them. Maybe St Kilda did call their bluff. But in the end, St Kilda did need some small forwards. That certainly is probably why they've bidded on Lombard here. They need to continue to add in that front half of the ground. And
Pick is in for the Gold Coast.
Quality, but no doubt the Gold Coast Suns will match, and they've got a pick later on as well.
So we have a look at Leo Shifter and the type of player he is, an incredibly competitive and physical player. As we have a look here for confirmation first.
Yeah.
With pick 9, Gold Coast has selected Leon Lombard from the Gold Coast Suns Academy and the Broadbeach Australian Football Club.
Gold Coast to pick Leo Lombard from the Broadbeach Cats Football Club in Queensland.
To present the jumper for the Gold Coast Suns, please welcome Jake Rogers.
Presenting the jumper is last year's draftee, Jake Rogers.
A wonderful moment for Leo. He's a craft crafty around goal, shifting and explosive out of contest. Damien Hardwick's going to love him.
They're great mates, these two boys here. Remember asking Jake Rogers a number of years back, who you got coming through in the younger levels? He said Leo Lombard. This is now 3 years on. There's Leo going to join at the Gold Coast Suns. He won the Lark medal this year. He won the Allies MVP. Had a super year. Again, athletically super. He's ranked first in agility, second in speed at the combine. That's of the best kids from right around Australia. He plays with zest and courage and real personality. He's a playmaker and a leader, all of those things. And I love their recently.
He plays like Tim Kelly from West Coast.
The mums don't get all the raps, but she got the rap.
Toby Travalia, he plays like Jack Crest.
Help me do what I want to do and become a footballer. It was just so wonderful, the love that he spoke for of his mother.
He's a competitive beast there. It's going to be a beauty. Him and Jake Rogers playing across half forward. Damien Hardwick will love it.
Dicko, we can't wait to hear more from Leo. Far away.
Leo, you're finally a son, but to get the jumper from your best mate, that was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's really special to me. He's been my best mate for a long time, and I've always looked up to him, and he's pretty much my bigger brother. So, yeah.
Been in the academy since you were 12, so you know the place inside out. You played in the 2023 VFL Premiership as a 16-year-old, so you know your way around it.
Oh, yeah, they've looked after me on and off the field, and yeah, it holds a special place for sure.
And last year you did 6 weeks pre-season under Dimmer in his first year. How was that?
Oh, that was unreal. Unreal experience to just sit back and watch the bigger boys do all the work, so yeah.
What about the family? Fully stocked here again. Look at this. The merchandise shop's just been rolled out for the Gold Coast.
Yeah, got my mum here, and this is my second family and the girlfriend, so yeah, they're all pretty special to me. Oh, very special actually, so yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. Obviously,
I've officially submitted my entry to the Fox Footy
extremely grateful to
KO call up.
Well done, Leo. Congratulations.
Get me ready for the commentary. Let's hope I get the job.
Leo, very excited, Joey.
We'll give him a pass. He'll learn from that one. But no, as we said, Damien Hardwick is going to love what he's building in the front half of the ground now. Jake Rogers, Tuke Miller even played more half forward, and now this guy, guys who can get up.
Pick 10s at the Saints.
It's almost similar to what he had with his Richmond Premiership half forwards, and they're building really nicely. We know they traded in their half backs that they were after, and I think they're building their list beautifully, the Gold Coast Suns.
Yeah, I think for mine, it's his ability to change angles and change.
Pick his end for the Saints.
Really set him apart, and when he decides to go Sarah, he goes hard, he goes early, and really generates that separation from his opposition.
With pick 10, St Kilda select Alex Taru from the Gippsland Power and the Warragul Blues Junior Football Club.
The Saints select Alex Toro, key defender from the Gippsland Power.
To present the jumper for St Kilda, please welcome Andrew Thompson.
He was a pretty good player at St Kilda, Andrew Thompson.
This high flyer who can read the play so well, likened by Alan Ben Waterworth to Tom Stewart, who is such a handy player, and he's got the best nickname in the draft, the Flying Viking.
Well, he had some stunning performances in the second half of the year, this boy. He floats through the air. I won't be dropped to Mac Andrew, the Sudanese boy from up there at the Gold Coast, and floats through the air. He can be at the side, he might be 3 metres off the contest and just backs himself. He was a start in the running for me.
Coming!
He's grown at 193 with a wonderful
All clean now?
They'll dry. So I have to do for the weekend, I can get this all wash. Let's see if I can get someone to take them for me.
Yeah.
They just need him when he hit teammate, as you see the screen.
Sorry, I'm sorry to stop interrupting my draft watch.
I'm sorry.
Good.
I didn't tell the doctor to do this.
No, he did it himself.
Yeah, right. Not that stupid.
No, you're not. You're not that stupid, brother. Just trying to make sure this so the dog doesn't mess up my draft watch along thingy. Alex Toro, he's compared to a Tom. He's got Tommy Stewart, Darcy Moore, Harris Andrews. He wouldn't break into the studio. When he's been dirty. Now I'm going to have to stand up and do let's do this.
Alex, you're a saint, but I want to know how many clubs spoke to you, because 2023 you were injured and you've been a bolter. Shifter said you're a big bolter in this draft, but how many clubs actually genuinely spoke to you?
I think all 18 clubs talked to me throughout the 100 metres and the combine sort of span, so it was a good experience meeting all those people.
Mum's very emotional. Just have a look behind you. The tears are absolutely flowing. Blowing your kisses the whole lot. How much does she mean to you?
Yeah, it's really good. It just shows how much she loves me and how much appreciation my whole family shows me, especially her. She's been with me through this rocky road and this whole journey, and she's as happy as I am.
Would you want to
The dog's trying to break in, mother.
You just heard the rap from Michael Everett and Shifter on what you can do, but
not as dirty, don't want him in there.
I'll have it in there.
Myself to AFL players because obviously they're up there. And
Nothing really.
At this point, when I get cracking, I think I can be as good as anyone.
At the combine, #1 running vertical leap, can we expect the mark of the year? Can I pencil you down for one of those?
Yeah, it's in my dreams pretty much every night, so yeah, definitely.
What about, you only get limited tickets, did you have to cut a few?
Over here, not near the computer area, please, Kellogg's.
A couple of people got the flick, but I think they'll be happy with what sort of happened, so I hope they don't worry about it.
Done my sign-up thing for the Fox Footy commentator, mother.
Go and enjoy me, dear fella.
Get off! Kellogg!
Alex, so what a character. The Saints are getting a goodie.
Yeah, they are. I think they're
Gonna stay there.
Saints fans are going to love watching this kid play. Steve's personality, as we said, pretty raw. Just wants to go out and play footy. And they've got two halfbacks. Interesting to see where they end up in time. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be defenders long term, but plenty for Ross Lyon and the coaching staff to work with.
You tested well at the combine. Shifter, how important is that? What percentage is the combine testing in the overall picture?
Generally, so I'd love you 10%.
Cut, stop that. Don't snap at Lachlan. You silly boy. I saw you snapping.
Rather than being subjective. So, yeah,
He's probably thinking, screw computers, you have to spend time with me.
Yeah, he gets very jealous.
I'm not surprised that he's taken in the top 10 in the finish.
I'm with you, Grandma. Let's go, Ruben.
With pick 11, Melbourne select Xavier Lindsay from the Gippsland Power and the Inverloch Convac.
No, Melbourne pick up another player from Gippsland. Another Gippsland power player gets picked. This time it's Xavier Lindsay.
To present the jumper for Melbourne, please welcome Nathan Jones.
A left foot ball winner who can play inside or outside, a great kick, a leader, and has drawn comparisons with Scott Pendlebury. This sounds fantastic.
Yeah, he's the right middle position. He's the best and fairest player in the Coast Talent League. But also in his CV should be the fact that he was unanimous best on the ground in that decider game between the two Vicks. To marvel with a roof shut, it was on for young and old in that game. Not only did he use the ball well, his tackling pressure was enormous in that game. So he can play across half back, he can play wing, or even inside midfield. Lovely young leader as well. I like him, William Duggan, one of the boys that we picked years ago and now run a leadership role in the West Coast. He's a left footer who does most things right. Just doesn't fumble the ball. Super courageous.
Really or not?
Perform all year.
Yeah, I've got a bit of Jordan Dawson about.
I think Leonora's probably saying that time that $700 should have been used for flight money to go to the USC with the boys.
I'd like to see him
Leonora's saying, I feel sorry for Lachlan. He could have had good time with Perth with the boys.
We all know to be able to use that precision kicking off half-back.
But
really
Dad
set
has
up
wasted
the game.
$700. Dad helped waste $700 on this thing.
Huge for Xavier Lindsay going forward.
It does feel it's been a real focus.
Leonora's pretty much had enough of him causing chaos.
Caleb Windsor last year, they bought Billings and Hunter.
Anyway, back to the draft.
In recent years, and now they get another beautiful user who, as you said, can play half-back wing and even a bit of half-forward.
All right, let's head over to Ben Dixon, who has Xavier with him.
Xavier now a demon. You love the big stage. Best on ground in the under-18 championship decider. Morris medal. Like the big stage?
Try my best, yeah.
Your mother, Kate, now, I always talk to the families. You're going to leave home. She said your cooking is rubbish. Is that fair?
Yeah, she's probably on the money there. I prefer to eat rather than cook.
What can you cook?
Not much.
What about your travel from Inverloch to Moore? Hour and a half, like you're in the car with Mum. Who controls the music?
Yeah, probably me.
What you go to on Spotify?
Pretty easy going. Whatever I'm feeling, really.
Bon Jovi?
Probably more Taylor Swift.
Tay, I like it. Now, Melbourne, how close did the talks get yesterday in terms of the build-up to the draft?
Yeah, it's obviously every boy's dream to be here and to finally fulfill that dream. I'm honoured.
And a Gippsland boy, do you like Scott Pendlebury?
Yeah, I've always idolised him, especially being a left footer, so yeah, he's pretty good.
If push came to shove on the field and he was giving it to you, would you give it to him back?
Nah, probably not. He's pretty well respected, but yeah, just got to find my feet and earn the respect from the boys first, and then yeah, we'll go from there.
That was one of the biggest rules, so go and enjoy that with your families. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Wonderful stuff. A big congratulations to Xavier Lindsay, headed to the Demons. Boy, has some talent come from Gippsland over the years. You think of Heppel and the Dersmers and Roughhead. Huge talent out of that area.
Absolutely. Yeah, Josh Dunkley, who you mentioned earlier, Joey, to that mix.
With suppose if I do get this job, Mother, that's like a second job to add to my Chargab job.
The country kids, don't they? They're engrossed in
the question might be, where do you think I should be based in for my commentary career? Still be based in Adelaide for Fox Footy, probably be based in Melbourne most likely.
So we've got Richmond on the clock next.
I should be still based in Adelaide, Mother.
They're the busiest club tonight, and it's what they do next, Joey, that's
Well,
really interesting.
we're going to be if I had to commentate games in Melbourne, Mother, I think Zach and Sam would definitely come along as my entourage, Mother.
This is now the decisions they start to make about the tools. Do they want to get a key forward because you feel that is...
I mean, if that happened, Grady would probably end up being back in coaching, Mother. He'd probably stood... I can imagine he'd probably be Tanya's second choice to coach Appleton as Zach and Sam leave.
That sort of number one spearhead, so you'd feel at some stage they're going to take...
The pick's in for Richmond, again. That's their third pick in the draft.
So Richmond continue their dominance of night one of the draft. Let's head there now.
With pick 12, Richmond select Taj Houghton from the Sandringham Dragons and the Hampton Rovers Amateur Football Club.
Taj Houghton becomes a Tiger. His brother Ali was on the list for St Kilda for a few years. And then he got delisted by the Saints. His father Trent played a fair bit for Collingwood and Carlton as a backup ruckman.
Before injuring himself and doing the ACL, and
he retired in 2001, I reckon.
A few coaches him out there at Hale. It was a training accident after dominating games at the start of the year. He had a game where he had 32 and he kicked 4 at the start of the year. He looks one of the best players in it. Now Richmond can afford to do this. He's still recovering from the ACL, but with the multiple picks, it looked like someone like Richmond that could grab a boy like that might end up a top 5 player. He's like a bee in a bottle. He's very hard to stop. Up in the air, down at ground level, he's quick. He's got goal sense, can play in the midfield.
He plays like Isaac Rankin.
Yeah, a very wise choice, I think, to get this ball so much talent.
This Taj Houghton, Mother, could he be the new Matty Greenwood at Richmond? He plays like Isaac Rankin. And he also plays like Matty Greenwood.
He's huge.
I reckon I don't think Taj Houghton be as good as Matty Greenwood, Mother.
he turns on the afterburners, and in a blink
Now
of
we're
an
in
eye,
pick
he
13
is just
land.
gone. He's an
Richmond
extremely
again.
unselfish type, and his cruising speed is 90% of what other people's top speed is. So he's an electric talent. And Shifty, you mentioned earlier about one of the great recruiters of all time, Noel Judkins, and him chatting about players that have got that uncanny ability to take the ball off hands of the contest. It's some of the elite vision that I saw when I watched him was at the back of a pack and at the front of a pack, and he was as clean as a whistle, read it beautifully, and he's going to be an outstanding prospect for the Tigers.
Well, let's go and meet Taj now because he is standing by.
If I do get this commentary job, I imagine how many trips to Melbourne I'll be bloody having, mother.
Looks like you've got a big crew of family and friends.
Probably be commentating games at the G and commentating at the Telstra Dome.
This is a dream come true.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I wasn't
If I think I should,
yeah, it's a huge
I should
surprise.
still be able to play for Athelston if that happened, mother.
Yeah.
Even if it's for a couple of games, mother.
You've had your older brother.
Even if it's a couple of games for Athelston, mother, I can still be able to play.
Advice and if you lent on them to
Got
get
it.
your journey underway.
Yeah, they've been amazing. Just learning off them and their experiences. Yeah, Dad's
That
always
could
helped
give
me with whatever I want to do.
that would probably make Athelston inclusive a lot more viral, mother.
Get another go at it, but yeah, I'm lost in words.
Some, I think teams like Kenilworth might be whinging about the fact that Athelston had a Fox Footy commentator on the team.
Yeah.
Or Channel 7 commentator.
Maybe in a week or something, so.
Kenilworth might be whinging, saying, why does Athelston have a TV commentator on their team?
I mean, with each pick, you're obviously hoping that it is, but when you actually hear your name, what does it feel like?
Yeah, it was crazy. I just couldn't believe it. Everyone came straight to me, and yeah, I'm still.
Sarge Houghton, he's watching the draft at home.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
He couldn't get to Marvel Stadium tonight.
Of the pack pretty quickly. Talk to us about the role Matthew Lloyd's played in your development.
Yeah, Lloydie's been amazing. Yeah, he put so much time into all of us boys at Haileybury. All of us love going and playing at the club. So yeah, Lloydie will be stoked.
And just tell us who you got behind you, Taj. Give the boys a shout out, and which one you have to be most concerned about tonight that might get carried away.
I'm good. How you going?
Yeah, I reckon we got to watch the It's
I
already
look
had
on
a
the
few,
dog.
but no,
Should
the
have covered
boys
me,
heads are
hugging my back and my
big
leg. My
blue,
jeans have got
and,
crusty dirt on them and everything.
Well done.
Awesome. Looks like quite the party. We'll let you get back to
they're
it, Taj.
all
Congratulations. I'm sure
yeah.
they're all incredibly
I
proud
can't
of
feel
you.
it back, I
And
don't
good
get
luck
it.
in your journey as an AFL.
I did the best I could with him, and I can't go. He's just sitting on the sofa next to us at the moment.
Yeah, that's the best. I mean, we've seen all the reactions all night from the families and what it means to them that these kids have dreamed of playing AFL since they were 7 or 8 years old, playing in their backyards. And parents, they've done driving them around all the trainings and all the games and all the commitment they've put in, and now they get to watch their sons start their AFL journey.
Yeah, that was my dog being
So Taj mentioned he didn't expect to go quite that early. Shifter, obviously, a lot of the top end talent have been invited to Marvel Stadium by the AFL. The ones that were predicted to go quite high. Taj wasn't among those.
Richmond have put in a bid for this Isaac Keiko.
To see him so early.
Yeah, I think not on his talent.
Essendon we said all these picks in the
The club's only
30s.
had the one choice. They probably preferred to have someone that might be up and showing up over the next week or so of training and be ready to play, say, round one. That Richmond could take the risk on someone recovering from injury. Given the multiple choices, we couldn't get a confirmation and definitely take him, so we preferred to let him stay at home.
And given it's a long play for Richmond, really, with their regal, they've got years and they can take their time with Taj. They've got a really special player and they can continue to build as we see their bid there on Isaac Kako.
It's finally come. I mean, we thought that it could have been earlier, but now pick number 13, the Tigers have made that big nick.
Yeah, and look, in all respect, fantastic. There'll be no doubt the Bombers will match this. He's the outstanding and the most classy small forward in this year's draft crop. And look, to be honest, Sarah, the Bombers have lacked a genuine small forward for a long, long time, haven't they? So we see what it's going to cost the Bombers on the screen there. They lose a couple of picks in the 30s, and look, I'd expect now they'll get to work on the phone and try and trade back in to potentially see whether they can get in the back end of this first round or at least early in tomorrow night's proceedings.
Just saw Nate Caddy on screen there. I understand the guys are really, really close. In fact, Isaac was at the draft supporting Nate when he was drafted to the Bombers. So great to see them reunite.
With pick 13, Essendon have selected Isaac Kako from the Corner Cannons of Northern Saints.
Isaac Kako has gone to Essendon with pick 13.
To present the jumper for Essendon, please welcome Dustin Fletcher.
What a moment for Isaac, and we saw Caddy giving him a big hug. They will be reunited in red and black, the best mates, so that is a great story and a likely Colts who are enjoying the Bombers' much needed small forward.
Sorry, Mum.
I made him look there. Well, I made him
He'll like
shut
the
the big
football
door
honesty with what he can do. He's unselfish as well. Sets the play up with his run. Courageous.
Sorry, Mother.
He's got a bit cosy picking even Charlie Cameron about him. I went to Tyson Stengel on the finish. That's what I think of him. He can do special things, and he did that all year. And all Australians, he's picked as the best small forward in Australia with the way he played this year, and he's continued that form. Of course, after the Corn Cat, he's had a wonderful year there.
He plays like Isaac Kako, he plays like Tyson Stengel. Also, Mother, also done that sign up thing to it. I think they're looking for new Fox footy commentators to sign up.
Targets inside forward 50, which makes him dangerous up around, centre forward as
It
well
is.
as hitting the scoreboard once he
He's
goes
actually
down.
hoping I get the job, Mother.
Can't wait to hear from him. Here he is with
Did
Ben
it.
Dixon.
Isaac, Essendon, you've been in the academy. It's official now. Dad's excited. Your sister's on the front. Lath, your father, come up here. He's a Richmond supporter. Are you now an Essendon supporter?
Sure, 100%, yeah.
So tell me who's on the phone.
Lisa, my daughter, she's in San Diego, and yeah, she's crying.
Isaac, what a big moment. You got your sister there. She's overseas and celebrating with you as well. Yeah, real special moment. Obviously miss her heaps and yeah. One thing about, hey, I'm Ben Dixon, I'm the star of the show, so yeah. Oh, hi Ben, yeah, she knows who I am, yeah. Oh, she watches Bounce, does she? Oh, right. Isaac, I want to tell you, Nate Caddy's behind you. You supported him last year and he's returned the favour sitting right.
Bombers fans will be mighty happy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a long time since Essendon have had a real gun small forward. I mean,
Darren Buick, I think. We're going a long way back.
It's been a couple of years, but not that sort of the prolonged period. But they've tried Dev Smith and Davey and Jetta Fantasia, but none of them have really been able to work. But they might not be able to nickname themselves, but the Caddy-Kako combination for the next 15 years. Someone will come up with a nickname for that duo, so it's going to be pretty exciting. Caddy in the air, and then if he does have to drop on Kako, cleaning up the mess. So Essendon get their man. He's very excited, and I'm sure they're going to enjoy watching him play for a long time.
I'm looking forward to hearing Dwayne Russell and Anthony Hudson call that pair. I think that'll be really entertaining. But as we said, they're great mates and fabulous that Isaac could support Nate last year at the draft, and we've got some great vision of that. So there we go. There's Nate heading to Windy Hill, and there's Isaac behind there. And now tonight it is his time to shine. So that is great friendship from the dynamic duo. I'm looking forward to seeing them in red and black for many years to come. And Bombers fans will be hoping, Nick, they can lead them to some finals success.
Yeah, let's hope so, Sarah. They've obviously lost a lot of power inside forward 50 in Jake Stringer, haven't they? Obviously a little bit of speed with Nick Hine, and then you bring in Isaac Kako to really shake things up inside that forward 50. And as we've spoken a large about, it's a type of player they've lacked for quite a while now.
How long has Richmond taken to get their pick done?
Now a Bomber, and let's hope for bigger and better things inside that forward 50 for years to come.
Finally, that pick's
So we've
in.
got pick 14 now, Richmond on the clock. The Tigers is in everything tonight.
With pick 14, Richmond select Jonty Fall from the GWV Rebels and the Redden Football Netball Club.
Another Rebel goes to Richmond. Jonty Fall goes to the Tigers. It is a key forward.
I think Jonty's in there somewhere. Congratulations. A bolter tonight in Oxford.
Looks like Richmond take their new Lachlan Brown, Mother. Jonty Fall. He may not be the same as myself, Mother. He might have some 50-goal seasons down the line. I don't think he'll work the same 80-goal impact guy in 2019.
Competes in the year brilliantly, hits the deck, he's back after it, and he had a wonderful year year.
If you're watching this tape NL, when Port Adelaide made Essendon at Adelaide Oval, and if I was at Kako Place, well, his bag's gonna. You're gonna have to check his bag.
Just the way he led and presented, the way he said, "Come with me. Let's get into this." And
Chauncey Fall plays like his now teammate Tom Lynch. West Coast have got the pick now. Even though the Eagles have finished 16th, they've got a lower pick now. As they've traded with Carlton.
In this mix, he likes to wrestle and compete, and he did have the back injury at the start of the year, which probably meant he was slightly inconsistent on what they thought, but he had a terrific back end of last season, and as you said, Shifter, a penetrating kick flies for his marks, and there's the key forward that Richmond are hoping can anchor their rebuild for the next 10 to 15 years.
All right, let's head to John T now and meeting tonight on Fox Footy. John T, congratulations. You've got the whole crew behind you. They look very excited. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling great, thanks, Sarah. Yeah, got the whole crew, got family and friends. Unreal feeling. Yeah, stoked.
Congratulations. John T, did you have any idea that Richmond were really keen, and did you think you'd get this early?
Didn't really know. I had a bit of a feeling, but the draft's so sort of open, so I had no real clue. Yeah.
So, Johnny, who's back behind you there? You got your parents there, some of your mates from the Rebels. Who you got?
Yeah, I got plenty mates here, grandparents, parents, siblings, and yeah, really good friends. Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to be drafted with a whole crew of Richmond players. You've got quite the dominant draft haul. What will it do you think, to be able to come through with...
And we'll see you in the next one.